All right, so your question is, how is it going to be different than the other scheduling has been in the past?
Yeah, just like talk about it.
It's going to be, it should be a lot easier because you don't have to worry about matching things first try, third try, or that if it's a hard subject, you're like, oh boy, I'm going to have several weeks and then do another one. So by having fewer changes, it's going to be a lot easier to see now. In fact, here's a picture of some mock schedules for 9th, 10th, 11th, 12th grade. You can see how easy it's going to be. 6 classes, boom, boom, that's it. Easy to match up. Music, world language. Those kinds of things they're just going to show up a lot easier, and it's not going to be quite as confusing because in the past you've kind of done the 3 trimesters, so you've got more to worry about at different parts of the year where you got half a year, that's it. So it's real visible to see. Does that mean they're all going to line up so you can have music first hour, first semester, and music second hour, or first hour the next semester? No, but it will. You're not going to have as many changes, not as many transitions for the kids. You're going to have teachers. They're going to be your teacher for longer, but strictly sticking with scheduling. A lot of people are saying, are we going to lose electives? We're not necessarily going to lose electives. It's not that kind of a situation where we're giving up electives. Most kids are choosing electives, aren't going to lose things that they really, really care about. In fact, I see a lot of kids who might not necessarily be like all AP classes that are saying, oh, I want to take some electives, but they're like, oh, well, those were the electives I wanted to do. Now what am I going to do with the rest of these, And those are students who pass all their classes, and they're like, well, I get some choice of electives, and often we find them going, well, maybe I should just do reduced because I've taken the classes I really wanted to. And so, and I say that about seniors mostly. They push I want to get everything I can get in, and then they get there and they go, hey, I've got a lot of this stuff in. And the toughest parts for things like kids who are taking 2 or 3 AP classes, as well as band, as well as another elective that they like, and still getting in all those cores. Well, the nice thing is, the APs are electives. Band is an elective, but they do suit the core, especially for needs of kids who are going to go onto higher, the more strict admissions processes. They need those AP classes. They will still be able to get all those things in, and it's going to be easier for us to schedule them because instead of trying to go, okay, well, this takes up all this takes up all this, but we got a spot here, in those trimesters, it's going to be put this here, and then we can offer these classes so they don't conflict with certain electives that kids want to have. For example, here, before we have 5 in 5 classes, well, you're going to have, by adding that 6th one in a semester, what you're going to end up doing is being able to get those cores that you want. For example, this one kind of shows it. There's someone who's a band person. They can still get their world language, American history, their English, their math, and their earth science in. So this is, this one's 9th grade, so it's freshman house kind of a thing. But they will be able to get electives in that they care about. So it's just going to be much more simpler to look at, much more appealing to look at. When I look at the schedules that we hand kids, they're like, but why? So I think kids will be able to schedule for their classes a lot easier because there's certain classes you got to have, just like before, only they're not in a million different locations. They're going to be located a little bit better. And I'm doing transcripts right now to help our juniors figure out what classes they need to take as seniors to make sure they fulfill all their core curriculum. So that's what I'm working on. I have been working on for hours. Anything else?